Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my cousin Derek. And I'm over here, it's Sunday and, poor people, we always have to work. But my cousin Derek, say hello to everybody for me,
Hello.
is into saltwater aquariums. And so I've been actually working in his house for, well, way too long because he lives in West Virginia and I live in Virginia, so I have to drive over. But he is into saltwater tanks and I want you to check out some of the stuff here. And by the way, that football helmet that you guys have seen with the Redskin guy going like this, my man had those custom made. And he is not a Redskin fan. He is like me, he hates the Redskins. Your thoughts on the Washington Redskins?
Deadskins, baby. It's all it is. Always a deadskin to me.
So tell me, what are your Colts going to do this year?
I hope we perform better than last year. I hope that we start a running game and we try to learn from the Dallas Cowboys and get a defense and do a little bit better.
See, it's still my contention that he is actually a closet Dallas Cowboy fan. And I think if the Cowboys start playing like they did last year, I think he's definitely going to be on our bandwagon. But see, I want you guys to take a look behind us here. I actually built this cabinet there. See this cabinet right here? There's going to be how many gallon tank is going in here?
About a 400 some gallon tank.
400 some gallon tank is going to sit right over here. And as I'm using my Father's Day present here, I love this because this is literally following me. But behind here, this is another tank that Derek has. It's already going to be setting up. He's going to get corals and fish and stuff that are going to go in here. When are we getting fish in here?
Probably about a couple weeks.
Okay.
First week of July, probably.
So he's got all kinds of filtration system and stuff in there. There's going to be some more tanks that are going over in that corner. And then as we go through here, you got to love the color on the wall. Now, because I got a lot of work to do. I got to finish patching up the wall right here and things. But as you go through, we've got another tank that's over here that's going to end up having more fish and stuff in here. So if you guys are in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and probably about another month or two, you're going to actually have corals and everything else, and you're going to need to get some fish, you're going to need to see my cousin here, Derek, because he's going to have all kinds of stuff. He's even going to be able to go ahead and do the salt water, where it's going through an RO system, filtering it out, salt watering and everything else, so it'll literally be pre-made, so that way you don't even have to worry about mixing up your own salt water and stuff. So Derek, come on back in here, man. So I got to tell you, I just love this thing. I feel like I've got a cameraman here. Derek, tell us a little bit, how long you've been working with fish and stuff?
Since I was 2 years old, my dad got me a fish bowl. I wanted for a quarter and resting. So that started the trend. And then from there on, I jumped into saltwater when I was about 15 years old, flooding my mother's house several times. Started off with a red tomato clown. And then from there on, it's just been a love of saltwater fish and all kind of fish. So I'll be 40 July 7th. So it's been roughly, I think, about 25 years of doing this. And I just love doing it, love teaching the knowledge, love giving people advice, love learning from other people. So it's just, it's a great way to educate and be educated by people so that, it's a fun hobby all the way around. Doesn't matter if you start from a little kid all the way up to a grown adult and you started. It's something you can really get into, and it's relaxing and rewarding at the same time. So if you can get into this hobby, it is difficult at some point, but the reward at the end is a lot better because you get to see what you've created, what you've done, and it's like, to me, I always tell people it's like a living art. You actually get to see your artwork move about, you get to feed, interact with it. I have a fish at my mother's house right now because I'm building a fox face I can feed by hand. And it comes to the tank, I put food in, it eats out of my hand, and I love it. And he's about 10 years old, and they live not about that long, but I've had good luck with him, so he's been around quite a while. So, like I said, if you get into it, it's fun. Even if you do freshwater, I love freshwater fish, even if you do cichlids and everything else. His brother, my cousin Ronnie, when I was a little kid, got me hooked into it because I was at my Aunt June's house and he had lionfish. For the first time I ever seen these things, these lionfish, they're just beautiful. He fed them in front of me. Deadly, but he fed them in front of me. And after that, Ronnie had a 120 tank. And that was, God, like I said, 25 years ago. And from that point and just seeing it, I had to have one. So, to me it's rewarding. I love it. It's a calming thing. And now I have a big man cave. Also, I've worked in other pet stores, set up other pet stores before. Now it's time for me to try to do it my way and do it for myself and try to branch out that way. Hopefully, everything works out. I think it will. It just takes time, effort, and to do it the right way. If it's done quickly, then it's not gonna be right. You gotta take your time, take the process, and then do it, and then you get the better rewards.
Well, so what we're going to do is I'm actually convincing Derek that he needs to have a YouTube channel because I've got a saltwater tank at home. You guys have probably seen it, and it's basically red and green because I've got a lot of algae and stuff in there. And I just really don't have the knowledge and skill and stuff on there. And I'm sure there's a bunch of you would like to get into doing this as well. But Derek is going to end up having a saltwater channel we're going to set up on YouTube. So that way it'll give you ideas, tips, and things like that as he's going through this process of setting up his man cave or his fish cave. The saltwater, and maybe you guys will end up wanting to do one as well. So Derek, thank you very much, man. And
No problem.
Where's the rum?
It's upstairs.
Okay, I'm Mark HOlmes. This is my cousin Derek. Thank you guys for watching. Second and goal from the 2 guys. The Dallas Cowboys down by 3 points. And Alfred Morris with the touchdown. And Redskin fans are cheering Alfred Morris.